differences between the operating system file and the DBMS file. Operating system file is nothing but the file might be of any type which we store in an operating system, and DBMS file is nothing but a file which has been created by using an database management software. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. OS file versus the DBMS file, that is the operating system file. And here I will be considering a file which is made up of an MS Word. It means the data we are going to store in an MS Word, and that we consider as an OS file. Another one is a file which we have created by using an database management system, that is a DBMS file. So to understand the situation, to know the differences between a OS file and a DBMS file, consider a scenario where a company has a large collection of data on the employees, departments, products, and so on. The data which has been stored is to be accessed concurrently by several employees. The questions about the data must be answered quickly. Even the employees who wants to make the changes to the data which has been stored, and this has to be done by different users, and every changes which will be made by different users must be applied consistently, with access to certain parts of data must be restricted, such as the salary details of one employee should not be known or should not be given to another employee. So all these scenarios consider in your mind, and now have the comparisons between the operating system file and the DBMS file. To explain the difference between the OS file as well as a DBMS file, I will consider the data has been stored in an MS Word file, and that file I consider as an OS file. So now we shall see the drawbacks in storing a data in an OS file. The first one is we probably do not have the required memory to hold the data. For example, consider I need a 500 GB of memory, but the 500 GB of memory is not available. In such situation, what we are going to do, we are going to store the data in a secondary storage devices such as a disk or a tape, and bring the relevant parts to the main memory for processing as and when needed, because we are not having a required amount of memory. For that purpose, we store the data in the secondary storage device and bring them when it is needed for the purpose of processing. The second drawback is even we may have 100 GB of main memory on the computing system with an 32-bit addressing, we cannot refer directly to more than about 4 GB of data. It means you might have 500 GB of main memory, but if your operating system is of a 32-bit machine, that is a 32-bit addressing, then you cannot access more than 4 GB of data directly. These are the drawback of storing a data in an OS file. The other drawbacks are we have to write a special program to answer each question a user may want to ask the data. These programs are likely to be complex because of a large volume of data to be searched. For example, consider an employee wants to know how many days he has been applied for a leave, or he wants to know how many days he can go for a vacation, or how many days he can put a medical leave, or how many incentives he is going to get, and some other details. For example, in what way he can jump to the various department, how many service he has made to that particular department, how many number of employees are present in a particular department, and what are the senior faculty members which have been present in a particular department, and how many number of junior employees are present in a department. Like this, for each and every question you need to write an answer. For that purpose, it becomes a complex because a larger volume of a data has to be searched. For that purpose, you have to write a special program to answer each of these questions because the data is large and the volume of a data which has to be searched is a large. For that purpose, the programs are going to become the complex one. Then the next drawback is we must protect the data from inconsistent changes made by different users accessing the data concurrently. Since, as I told, the data has to be accessed by several users at the same time. That means concurrently more than one user wants to access the data. When we allow the accessing of a data concurrently, the changes whatever will be made by one particular user will be reflected to another user also. For that purpose, you need to protect the data from the inconsistent changes which has been made when we allow the data to be accessed concurrently by number of users. If applications must address the detail of such concurrent access, this adds greatly to their complexity. When we are going to use an applications, in those applications we need to add the concurrent access so that the inconsistent changes should not happen. It requires the extra burden, that is the complexity of an programming increases. The application will be a more complex one when we consider an regular OS file. The next drawback is we must ensure that the data is restored to a consistent state if the system crashes while the changes are being made. This is a very important one because when we allow a concurrent access to the data, because of overloading, the system may crash, or due to a network issues, the system may crash. In those situations, the data should be in a consistent state. The consistent state is not possible. We need to bring back the data to a consistent state. For that purpose, we need to perform the restoring. The restoring must be done if the system crashes to bring back to a consistent state. Otherwise, it is going to cause a damage to the organization or to a department. For that purpose, it is a very critical and important drawback that in case of an OS file, we cannot make the data to be restored to a consistent state if the system crashes while the changes are being made. The another drawback is the operating system provides only a password mechanism for security. This is not sufficiently able to enforce security policies in which different users have permissions to access different subsets of the data, because the operating system file will be providing only the password mechanism. So that means whenever we want to open a file, we need to provide a password. If you allow the restriction, that is the security, if the password is present, then only you can access. But this is not enough to have the security policies sufficiently, because the number of users will be accessing the permission to a different subset of a data. That means just the password mechanism is not enough for the purpose of security of an data. It means the data will not be secured just by using the password mechanism. These are the drawbacks of the file in an operating system. As an example, I am considering as an MS Word file. A DBMS is a piece of an software designed to make the preceding task easier. That means what? The large amount of data can be stored. We can write the simple programs to access the data whenever the user wants according to these questions. That is, the complexity of an data will be easier to solve, and we can access to a large amount of data very quickly. Concurrent access can be provided, and security enforcement is more as compared to a regular operating system file. That means by storing a data in a DBMS rather than as a collection of an operating system file, we can make the preceding tasks to be easier. Then we can use the DBMS feature to manage the data in a robust and an efficient manner in current corporate database. That means in a current situation of an corporate business, the database is necessary. So that database can be managed in a robust, that is in a faster as well as in an efficient manner when we store a data in the DBMS, that is a database management system software. DBMS supports a large volume of data and the number of users grows. Even the hundreds of gigabytes of data and thousands of users are common in a current corporate database. In a current corporate database, the volume of data will be more, the number of users will be more. If the user grows, if the data also grows in terms of gigabytes, we not to vary when we are using an DBMS. So for this purpose, we need to go ahead for a database management system instead of using an operating system file just as a collection of files. So for that purpose, we need to have an database management system. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world.